Yeah, it's back in the front room again. I've got a porch and two doors, which theoretically the big handlebars do go through, but in reality, in practice, they don't. So one of its functions of being indoors is my patented cut-down handlebars to get it through the doors of tiny English terrace houses. And always make sure you have the brake. Okay, you need that. You'll need that. Okay, since the rebuild, 330 miles. Okay, 330, count them, 330 miles. It's not even run in. And what happened down here? I'll show you what happened. It's doing my customary, going around tightening them up. Tighten, that one was fine. Turned that, it was loose. Turned it some more, basically it snapped off. The threaded part is still stuck in the other side of the crankcase, which means the engine has to come out, the cylinders have to come off, the crankshaft has to come apart. Sorry, the crankcases have to come apart. Then I have to extract the stud, then I put it all back together. 330 miles after doing so. It's not all bad. I discovered that the seals that I put on the carburetor leading into the intakes were melting, so yeah, you can't cut up a bit of old inner tube, wrap it around, put a Jubilee clip on it and hope for the best. So I've got the proper seals and the proper things, and I'm ordering the clips. So while we're at this point of the game, I'll show you the 4 engine mounts on the top. There's a couple of big ones at the front, big one at the back. Here's one of them. I've unbolted it. But that holds the 2 cylinders together. It also holds the ignition switch and sometimes the choke, depending on your carburetor. But that one's quite important. Sorry, there's 3. There's 3, what am I talking about? This one holds the back cylinder on. Fairly self-explanatory. The bolts go through. The bolts extend. You bolt it. You can see there's a nut at the top. Hang on, I should point. I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see that. There's a nut at the top to hold the bracket on, but there's also a nut underneath. So you do those up to tighten the rocker box down, and then those go on. Those go on. Right, the one that sometimes gets missed is this one at the front. The front head steady. Again, it bolts to the rocker box. It's that 2 nut arrangement, and then it bolts to. Yeah, then it bolts to the front there. And a lot of Ironheads, I mentioned that one's quite important. That's the reason why I've actually made this video, because a lot of Ironheads don't have them. They're missing. They're not supposed to not have them, they are missing. And this one didn't have one. So I ordered it, and it was about $8. It was something ridiculous. It was about 30 quid by the time it turned up in Britain, obviously, but they're not expensive. And also, they seem to have a hell of an effect. I mean, Shade Tree Surgeon's got something much younger than this, an FXR from the 80s, and his was missing one, and he put it on and he said the difference was really noticeable. So there you go, it's important. I think they're mostly going to be missing in chopper builds, because, yeah, well, look where they are. But yeah, that's it, the 3, not the 4, the 3 top brackets that hold the XLH, all the XLs, into their frames. Cheery bye.